I called him up and I said, hey, listen, I just got to pay the bills. So are you guys looking for anyone? And he said, listen, I can get you in. I know that they're looking for car washers, but that's all I really know. So in my mind, I'm like I was saying before, you never shun on anybody. Every position is necessary, right? So when he said car washer, I didn't see it as a car washer. I saw it as, it's an opportunity. It's a challenge to be the best damn washer that they've ever seen. I saw it. There's always an opportunity. I'm just that guy. So I saw it as an opportunity to, am I really just processing payments? Or is there an opportunity right now to go through all of these work orders in the next 2 hours to understand what are operation codes, manage the data, coach the people? Are we allowed to really use swear words on here? I don't want to swear, but so listen.
Knock yourself. Canadians do swear a lot.
Do you like fish? Okay. You like steak? Do you like it? Well, this one I would suggest well done, but this one, because it's closer to the shoulder, we recommend this. They walk you through a series of questions. It's not like, I'd get the steak.
Shawn, we may need to stop this conversation now. There's no steak that's good, well done. Let's be clear to the doctors and lawyers watching. Sales is way more important than what you do. All right.
The female version of leather optional, plenty of legroom, which was this bride, this groom, plenty of headroom. And the second ad for you, which was history, right? That's why we're here today. You called me because, hey, people are still to this day bringing it up. Somebody had I think I saw your podcast. They had a baby because of the ad with the leather pants.
That's right. If there weren't 25 to 30 toolboxes with my picture taped up next to the Snap-on calendar girl, I go to get a haircut. There it is on his wall framed. I think that she honestly looks at that picture and says, hey, my husband was that hot one. Sometimes when you're that good looking, people just don't think you're intelligent.
We were on for 6 or 7 years. Prime time every Thursday nights, and then repeats. And we then it was so big that we everybody wanted more, so we created live events. That was the Pink Soul Out events, and we packed grandstands around the country everywhere we went. It was broke the records in every possible drag racing facility in the United States. I got them to sign over the bill of sale of their car on the hood in front of the cameras, that they had to sign off their cars to me, the producer. So Pullin Media owned the cars in suspension while they raced.
Well, I thought you were going to say because you finally made it to the Jeff Stearns podcast.
That too.
You're ridiculously modest. Can we just say what's going on? This is a show for entertainment. We got to put a little wow factor in here. People are going to be shutting us up. At that time, that issue of Auto Week, I think, was the best-selling issue with that car on the cover, right or wrong?
Yes, it was. That sold at Bear Jackson for close to $500,000.
What if you could have 3 people to dinner, alive or dead?
I prefer live ones.
So you're 11, and you saw Swede Savage. You saw him break the track record at in some trials in 73.
Everybody realizes now 1973 was the worst, most tragic running of the Indy 500 in history. And at what point in life do you break the news to this child that your father was Swede Savage, this heroic figure, this incredibly good-looking, race car driver who was really right on the cusp of greatness? It's Angela Savage, the posthumous child of Swede Savage, who was born to his widow, Cheryl, on October 5th, 1973. She was showered with unconditional love at the track, changed her life.
So I got to ask, you got to know Howard for your 20 some odd years with him. You've known me for as long as you've known me. Given the same set of circumstances, who would have been better?
Oh, God, that's a tough call.
That night I thought about my wife wearing your leather pants.
I don't know how many children I'm responsible for.
We were pitching OEMs on the proposition of selling your vehicles with the ability for the consumers who buy them, the ability to return it if something were to happen during their ownership. And, we were getting nowhere. The Lehman Brothers bank failure and, the global financial crisis, and markets were just nosediving and the markets were tanking. And Hyundai came, they said, we're interested. And they had purchased all of General Motors' ad space, the NFL playoffs, which was the wild card game, top 15 or top 10 Google searches. Hyundai dealers had no communication before this. Okay, they saw a commercial on and go like, holy shit, what idiot is underwriting that? They almost felt guilty about how successful the program was. Hire slow and fire fast. You don't mind if I drink wine during our show, right? Like, it's okay.
Well, you're Canadian, so that probably started around 11 this morning. I understand.
No, that's cannabis here.
This has been Jeff Stearns, Connected Through Cars.